Okay, this is going to be a video of the first semester exam review, okay, for the final exam for pre-calc. So you have the document in front of you. I'm just going to go over this information in general, okay? Question number one, they want the domain for this. So what you have to look at is the inside has to be greater than or equal to 0, okay? All right, because if it's less than 0, it would be negative. So pretty simply, okay, it's going to be greater than -12. Okay, so what does that mean? -12 to infinity would be considered the domain, okay? Because I would have this going this way to infinity, so -12 to infinity, okay? 2, what is the domain and range of the following? Okay, so what you would do is label these points, okay? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5, 3, -1, 3, and this down here is -1, 1 to -4, okay, go into here, okay, which is 2, -4, and then it goes here, actually it's an open circle, sorry, all right, and that's 2 over -2 now, okay. Now, from a domain standpoint, the graph continuously goes, so the smallest x value would be -infinity. If I labeled this arrow, this is positive, positive, okay? All right, so that would be -5 to infinity, okay? Remember, these are the x's, all right? It covers all the x's. For the y's, there's only a gap here between this and this. Otherwise, it's there, okay? So I got -4. Okay, because I'm at this point here of -4, and then there's a gap, union, okay, all right, this is -2, open circle, this is my y, infinity, okay, so that's the way that one will look, okay. 3, state the increasing, decreasing behaviors, so I got increasing, decreasing, minimums, max, and the x approaches infinity, y approaches blank. X approaches -infinity, y approaches blank. All right. All right. So what you want to do is graph this, which is negative. Let's go to the graph. Is -x to the 4th, okay, plus 3x squared, plus 0.5x. Okay. All right. So G solve max. I got -1.5. Okay. And so my graph looks a little bit like this. Okay. So that's -infinity, -infinity. That's infinity, negative. Okay. All right. So that's -1.1. 1.64, and this one over here is 1.26, 2.87, okay, and then G solve minimum, it's going to be 0.08, -0.08, -0.02, okay. All right, so increasing, decreasing, remember, increasing, decreasing, the only thing that matters are the x values. So -infinity to -1.1, it's an increase, -1.1 to -0.08, it's decreasing, then it's increasing from -0.08 to 1.2, and then it's decreasing from 1.2 to infinity. Okay. All right. The minimums and maximums, you can see those here. Okay. As x approaches infinity, y approaches negative. As x approaches -infinity, y also approaches negative. Okay. So that's the first 3 questions. Okay. Question 4. Describe the end behavior. Okay. Of ax cubed minus bx plus c. So the bottom line is, okay, it's going to be one of these 3 pictures. Okay, this is odd, even, positive, negative. So that is odd positive, okay? So that one would be as x approaches infinity, y approaches infinity. As x approaches negative infinity, y approaches negative infinity. So you just gotta use those, okay? Determine whether it's continuous at this function, if it's discontinuous, okay? So I got x squared minus 6 over x plus 4, okay? That's gonna factor to x plus 4, x minus 4, all over x plus 4. So you cross that out, okay? That would be, x can't be at negative 4, and that's going to be point, okay? So that's a whole, okay? That's a whole. So we're gonna point discontinuity on that, okay? 6, okay, you have the piecewise function, okay? So I got x squared plus 1, where x is less than 1, okay? And then negative x cubed plus 2 when x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so in order for there to be a jump, all right, first of all, I would substitute 1 in to the top one. That top answer would be 2, okay? And then negative 1 to the third plus 2, 1. So since there's a gap here, this would be jump discontinuity, okay? Question number 7, okay? Question number 7, I got x squared minus 3x, okay? X cubed minus x squared minus 6, okay? So in both of those, I would take out an x, this would be x minus 3. Take out this x, this would be x squared minus x minus 6. So that top part would be x minus 3. This bottom would be x minus 3, x plus 2 if I factored it, okay? Now, at this, I cross that off, x can't be 0, that's gonna be a point discontinuity. Cross this off, that's gonna be x can't be 3, that's going to be also a point discontinuity. And what I'm left with is this, okay? Well, that's gonna be infinite discontinuity at x equals negative 2, okay? So that's how you describe those, all right? Question number 8. All right, I got 3, absolute value of x plus 4 minus 2, okay? So my anchor point, negative, I have opposite here, I follow it out here, okay? All right, so I'd be negative 4, 1, 2, okay? Since it's absolute value, 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2, absolute value of 1 is 1, absolute value of 2 is 2, absolute value of negative 1 is 1, absolute value of negative 2 is 2. This 3 gets multiplied out here, so this would be 3, this would be 6, 3, 6, okay? So 1 over, 1, 2, 3 up, 2 over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 over, 3 up, 1, 2, 3, 2 over, 6 up, so it's going to be the V shape. Okay, question number 9. Okay, question number 9, what I can do there, okay, my anchor point would be 3, 0 for this. Okay, you can always use your graph to help you. Okay, so especially the square root, 3 minus x. Okay, so it goes like this, okay? All right, a little bit unique there, all right? This is question number 8, sorry. Okay, let's go to question number 9. Okay, question number 9, they want to start with f of g of x. So I'm going to start with the f function. All right, and then I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to fill in this one, which is 2x minus 1, 2x minus 1, all right? So that's the box. Okay, so that would be 4x squared, negative 2x. This times this would be negative 2x, this times this would be 1. Okay, so I got 4x squared minus 4x plus 1, okay? Distribute that negative 2, so that's going to be negative 4x plus 2 with the plus 3 out here. All right, I got 4x squared. These would combine to be negative 8x. All right, 1 plus 2 plus 3 would be 6. Okay. G of f of x. Okay, I'd start with the g function. and then I'm gonna put in x squared minus 2x plus 3 and distribute that. That's gonna be 2x squared minus 4x plus 6 minus 1. The only thing we can combine are those two. So 2x squared minus 4x plus 5. Okay? F of g of 2. A couple of ways you can do that. All right? You could do just the g of 2 first. So that's going to be 3. And then do f of 3. Okay? So that's going to be 3 squared minus 2 times 3 plus 3. So that's going to be 9 minus 6 plus 3, which will end up being 6 for an answer. Okay? So those are all those questions. All right? Let's go to question 10. Question 10, all right? This one does not have an inverse horizontal line test, so that's a no, okay? B, all right, this one would be, this would have an inverse. C, okay? This would be one of those ones like this, where it does one of these numbers. So this would have an inverse, okay? And then letter D would be like this, horizontal line test, no. So I just gotta find for B and C, okay? So that's g of x equals x cubed plus 4. So that's y. Replace x with y, we always switch those, okay? Subtract 4, so that's x minus 4 equals y cube root. Take the cube root of both sides. So my inverse here is the cube root of x minus 4, okay? This one is y equals 3 over x plus 2. Switch x and y. Okay, I'm going to cross multiply that up. Okay, all right. So I got, distribute that, that's xy plus 2x equals 3. Okay, all right. Oh, sorry, that's not how we do that. So this one we don't have to distribute. Hold on one second. Let's work that out in my head real quick, okay? So what happens here, okay, all right, I cross multiply that up, okay? Now I don't have to distribute it. I can just move the x down, okay? So that goes back down, and I subtract 2 over here. So y equals 3 over x minus 2, okay? I only have to distribute that if there's an x over there on the other side. Okay, that is question 11. Question 12, okay, all right, find the zeros, okay, all right. My graph's really hard to see, all right, but on 12, my zeros would be at x equals -4, that would be a multiplicity of 2, okay, x equals -1, that's going to be a multiplicity of 1. And then I'm going to guess that that's x equals 3 with a multiplicity of 3, okay? So remember, when it curves through like that, multiplicity of that when it just touches, okay? All right, so as a factor, that would be this. As a factor, that would be this. And as a factor, that would be this, okay? And they tell you degree 6, okay? All right, they tell you degree 6, so that makes sense. Okay, on question 13, okay, I'm going to guess that that's x equals -8 with a multiplicity of 2. All right, you got a multiplicity of 2. Okay, then it curves through, well, that's not -8, sorry. That's, geez, let's just skip 13. I can't tell from the graph. So, the graph's too far zoomed out. So we're just gonna skip 13. Don't worry about 13. If you can do 12, you're good. Okay, let's go to 14. Okay, use synthetic division. So I got 1 in there. Okay, so when it's divided by x minus 1, the solution of that, then I got 5, -7, 8, -13. That'd be 5. Multiply that would be +5. Be -2. Multiply that, -2, 6. Multiply that. Okay, so this would not be a factor because this was not 0. Okay, all right, let's look at 14. Okay, in there would be a half. So 2, -11, 9, -2, 0, that's 2. 2 times 1 is 1. Be -10, that'd be -5, which is 4. That'd be 2, and that'd be 0. Okay, all right. Now, because that's 0, all right, basically 2x minus 1 is a factor. All right, okay, all right, 15, get the vertical asymptote, okay. So I got x plus 5, x minus 2, x minus 3, x plus 5, okay. I could eliminate that, so my whole is x can't be -5, okay, all right. Now this is x minus 3 over x minus 2, okay. My vertical asymptote would be x equals 2. My horizontal asymptote, because these are the same, 1 divided by 1 would be 1. My domain is x is an element of all real numbers, such that, but x can't be, okay, x can't be 2, x can't be -5. Okay, 16, I got x minus 4, x minus 4, x plus 2. Okay, so that crosses off my vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptote, whole, so my whole is x equals 4, domain, okay, all right, so I got 1 over x plus 2, so that vertical asymptote would be x equals -2, all right, because the denominator is bigger, I got a horizontal asymptote of y equals 0, my domain is x is an element of all the numbers, but x can't be -2, and x can't be 4, all right, it's good for everything else, all right, let's move on to 17, okay, simplify. All right, I got x minus 3 over x plus 4 plus 5 over x minus 6. Okay, so I'm going to multiply this side by x minus 6. I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 4. Okay, this would be x squared minus 6x minus 3x. -3 times that would be 18. Combine that, that's x squared minus 9x plus 18. Distribute that, that's going to be 5x plus 20. All of my common denominator. Okay. So I got x squared, this and this would combine to -4x, this and this would combine to 38, okay? All right, all over x plus 4 and x minus 6, okay? This one, 18, okay? I got 15 over x squared minus 9, okay? This is gonna be x plus 3, x minus 3. So I'm gonna have to distribute an x minus 3 over here, okay? This I don't have to do anything with, I'll have the 15. So if I distribute that, and I have that negative out here, that's gonna be x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. So I got x squared minus 1x minus 6, okay? All right, so I got 15 minus -6. So actually this is 15 minus x squared plus 1x plus 6. So I got -x squared plus 1x. These would combine to 21 all over x plus 3, x minus 3. Okay? All right, moving on. 19. Okay, I got 18 over x minus 7. Actually, this is 19. We're going to skip 19. Okay, I'm going to skip 19. I'm going to go right to 20. Okay, all right. So I got 1 equals 2n plus 1 over n minus 2 plus 2 over n plus 4. Okay, so I'm gonna multiply this by n minus 2 and n plus 4, top and bottom. Okay, so that's gonna be n squared minus 2n plus 4n minus 8. This, I'm gonna have to multiply this one by n plus 4, so it's gonna be 2n squared plus 8n plus 1n plus 4. Multiply this one by n minus 2, so that's going to be 2n minus 4, okay? So if I combine my like terms, this is n squared plus 2n minus 8. This is 2n squared plus 11n plus 1, I believe. No, this is, hold on, that's not right. Eight, 9, that's 11n, okay? Plus 4 minus 4, so that's just that, okay? Move all these over, that's subtract n squared, subtract 2n, subtract 2n, so that's gonna be n squared plus 9n. Move that negative 8 over, it's plus 8, so that's going to be, if I factor that, n plus 8, n plus 1, so that's gonna be n is equal to negative 8, n is equal to negative 1, which is okay, all right? All right, let's go to 21. All right, what I would want to do in 21 is take out an x. Okay. And that would turn into n minus 8, n plus 3. Okay, so that means that my solutions 0, 8, and negative 3, if I put those on a number line, okay, and I have open circles with all these, okay? All right, now all I gotta do is test, all right, some points, say negative 4, negative 2, 1, and 10, okay? All right, so you can actually just flat out put these in there. Negative 4 times negative 4 minus 8, all right, negative 4 plus 3. Now it's a negative number, that's what I want, because I want less than 0, okay? All right, then I go negative 2 times negative 2 minus 8, negative 2 plus 3. That's positive 20, I do not want that, all right? Then I put 1 in, 1 times 1 minus 8, 1 plus 3. That's a negative number, that's good. And I put the last one in, which is 10, 10 minus 8, 10 plus 3. That's a positive number, I don't want that. So that's gonna be negative infinity, negative 3, union 0 to 8. Okay. All right. Okay, we're gonna, in the interest of time in the video, actually, you know what, I'll do 22 real quick. 22, what I would do is this top part's gonna get multiplied by n plus 3. All right, this is gonna stay what it is. This is gonna get multiplied by n minus 6. So I got n plus 3 equals 2n plus 1 plus 2n minus 12, okay? I would have 4n minus 11, okay? Subtract n, that's 3n minus 11, add 11, that's 14 equals 3n, divide by 3, all right, n is 14 over 3, okay? Pretty simple there, okay? All right. Question number 23. All right, I want to convert this. So what I want to do is I want to subtract 8. Okay, so I got log of 4, 2x minus 5 equals 2. Okay, I want to convert this. So this would be 4, this 2 would come over, this 2x minus 5 would go over here. Okay, so that's 16. All right, 2x minus 5, add 5. That's 21 equals 2x, divide by 2. X equals 21 over 2. Okay? All right, for question number 24. Okay, I got 5 to the 4x minus 1 minus 17 equals 67. I'd add this 17, gives me 84. All right, and then I want to convert this to a log. So this would be log base 5. The 84 comes over, 4x minus 1, okay? All right, the way I handle that, as I do log of 84 divided by log of 5, it's change of base. 2.753 equals 4x minus 1, add 1. It's 3.75 divided by 4. 0.9375. Okay. Right is a single log. Okay, so I got log 4, 4x, 3, log b, 3. First thing you want to do is move that 3 up. So that's 3 to the 3rd power, which is 27. So log 4 plus log b of 27. And then with the plus, what you want to do is that turns into multiplication. It's going to be log b 108. Okay? And then 26, I got 3 to the x plus 4 minus 7. So my anchor point would be, negative 4, negative 7. So what that means is my horizontal asymptote would be y equals negative 7. Okay? So whatever your y coordinate of your anchor point is would be your asymptote. Okay? I know that's quick, but that is the first semester exam review.